Hey, what's up? This is Todd Smith. I'm back with my first FaceTime tutorial in months. As anyone knows who's been following my channel, I went through a multi-month move because I moved cross country, everything was via mail. I was working with very limited gear, so I didn't have time or place or space to do these type of videos. So now I do, so you should see more of these types of videos and tutorials and other types of things coming along now that things are more stable in one place. I want to say thank you for all the subs you guys give me right off the bat because so far I hit 1,730 subs around as of last I checked, and that's in about 10 months time. So that's incredible. Over 200,000 views, I think, at this point. So as an artist who got almost no feedback as of a year ago, that's insane amount of momentum compared to what I had last year. So I want to say thank you for that. And in return, I would like to thank you guys by having this video mainly about the mindset I was in when I entered YouTube that have led me to get 1,000 subs. I'm going to go on possibly more on 2,000 subs in the first year, but I'm going to call this video how to get 1,000 subs in the first year because I got that easy, and you could possibly get more with kind of going in with the same mindset I had. And I have electronic music, as you may see around me, keyboards, synthesizers, drum machines, but I really think this mindset applies to any style of music, electronic, not guitarist, singer. I think it's universal in that sense. So I hope you guys enjoy this information. Before I go into how I got the subs, I'm going to go into why I love YouTube so much, why I'm doing these videos, and why I'm so passionate about it. One, it's unfiltered as long as it's within decent taste. It's unfiltered distribution around the world for any artist for free. So, I mean, before YouTube, I don't really think you could say that about video on the video end. It's crazy, and anyone can do it. It's not difficult to upload to YouTube. So, in that sense, it's kind of revolutionary in our time. The second reason why I love it is it gives you instant, almost gratification in that reward status and goals compared to in a world of, let's say, music can be very hollow and art can be very hollow in the sense of rewards. Lots of times your families, unless you're lucky enough to grow up in an artistic supporting family, aren't really too supportive of art in the sense you don't necessarily get paid for it right away. So it's easy for you to in life kind of look at it as, should I keep doing this? Should I keep investing in this? It's very easy for art to get left behind in the current world because of the very little you get out of it other than the sole gratification of doing it. So YouTube kind of gives you these little goals because when you start YouTube, someone like me may look like I have a lot of subs at 1,700 something subs. But in reality, I'm a small fish in a big, big sea. So, I mean, to me, at my sub level, I'm looking at 5,000, 10,000. I have a next step. When you start out, you're looking at your first 100 subs. And when you get those first 100 subs, boom, you're excited. You're like, oh, I got 100 subs. I can do that 10 more times. I can get 1,000 subs. Then you hit 1,000 subs. Oh, I can do that 10 more times. I can get 10,000 subs. So it always gives you like an immediate goal, an immediate step to reach to, which is really important in art because you don't get that in many other places. So in YouTube gives you that. So, and on top of that, if you start getting enough views and enough subs, you can start throwing advertisements and start getting a little bit of change to help you towards your hobby. So, it's hard to knock that type of thing. So those are the two big reasons why I love YouTube and why I jumped into it head first. All right. Now that I told you why I love YouTube and why I'm so supportive of it. I'm going to tell you kind of how to start out and how to start getting people into what you want to do. Maybe you don't even have any videos at all and you're just kind of like thinking of jumping, putting your toe into the water. Well, this might help you out. Definitely if it's music based, or anything really creative in that sense. Good content. You need good content. You need something that, even if it's a niche group of people, they're gonna want to watch it. You're gonna need something that you're pretty confident that or people are not just gonna pass by it, and it's just gonna be left behind because it's just not good. So you need good content. You need something semi impressive, and that's probably the most important thing. It doesn't need. You're never going to make something that's going to impress everybody in the world. You just need to know that it's going to fall into somewhere in the world, and it's going to be good within something, even if it's a niche. Um, yeah. So good content, key number one. Next is sharing. Sharing. Especially when you are starting out at sub zero, no views, nothing. You got nothing going for you. You maybe have a few friends that you're going to tell this about. But other than that, you got nothing. Sharing is key. You're going to probably spend more time sharing than you are actually making the music video. It is very important to share because the music and anything on the web is based on how many views it has, how many clicks it has, and all that. And you have nothing going your way when you start out at the bottom of the barrel. So you're not going to have anybody find you through search engines. The only way you're going to get found is you going out, you doing the footwork, and you using various social medias to pull people to what you're doing. So you can use various types. I have what I call the Holy Trinity, which I can share with you right now. The reason why I call it that is because it's the big three that I use, and they all serve a pretty big part in me, I believe, getting my subs. And I'll share that with you right now. Facebook, obviously, they have a lot of groups and subgroups, and you can actually make your own groups, which, if they're successful, can do amazing things. I just started my own synth group. I'll put a link right here. If you've been following me and you don't know about it, we're sitting at like 2,000 something members now at synthesizers and drum machines. It's a great synth group. We're all about sharing, creating, laughing, having fun with each other in a non-hate environment. So Facebook is great in that sense. You can use groups that apply to the instruments that you're using, because people, if you're good, people are going to be interested in how you're making that sound, and the genres of the type of people that the music that you're making, because you can grab fans that way that are just into the music itself. And then, like I said, on top of that, you can create your own groups and have kind of control over the atmosphere. So Facebook is great in that sense. Another great one, people kind of look at shock when I say this one, is Google Plus communities is great. I get a lot of subs, I get a lot of views, I get a lot of reaction off Google Plus. And then I would say the third, and another really big one, is Reddit. Reddit is by far the most picky. You can't really flood Reddit. It's very easy to be labeled a troll. You can usually only share once per week, if you can even share in the subreddit. Make sure you read the rules of every subreddit. It is by far the most particular of them all. But if you get something that gets accepted and gets a lot of upvotes in Reddit, then you're going to end up getting a lot of traction on that video. So it's definitely worth checking into and getting your head around. All right, so you have good content and you're now sharing. You should, at this point, have viewers coming in. This is the next step. Make sure you're active. Reply to your viewers, even if it's not the same day they write to you. Make sure at some point you reply to them. I think as a small channel that doesn't have any momentum and is building up momentum, that is probably one of the most important steps. Whenever I see a small channel that doesn't reply in their comments, I'm just like, well, either they're doing it for fun and they don't care, or they're just doing it wrong. You need to reply to your comments. If you plan on starting off small and building up something, you need to have a personal touch on a personal basis with these people to make them want to invest in you in a sense. So reply to everyone who writes in your comments of your videos. If you're replying, you have good content, you're sharing, at this point, just be active. Post 1 to 3 times a week if you can. If you do it once a month and you want to hit 1,000 within the first year coming from nothing, it better be good. You post some fire, like once every month. It's got to be something that you think is going to catch on and get a lot of views and be high production, high value. Other than that, I would recommend 1 to 3 times a week minimum for posting and sharing something. It doesn't necessarily need to be the same exact thing every day, but I would have it a theme revolving around something. So, like if you're doing electronic music, like for me, I might do a jam once a day, and then my next video might be me talking about something and sharing something, and the next video could be a tutorial or something. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the same exact thing, but make sure you're pretty active and keep people interested in your channel. At this point, I'm down to the minimum probably. I'm doing 1 video a week, and that's because of my move and everything. But now that that's over, you're going to see me jump up to my original starting video rate, probably 2, 3, maybe 4 videos a week. So be active in all your videos. Make sure you stay active in your channel. If you're doing all this at this point, you're going to be getting momentum. There's no doubt things will be working your way. You're going to be getting subs, you're going to be getting views, you're going to be getting the whole 9 yards. Now, subscriptions are kind of like money of the YouTube world. As you get higher up in subscriptions, people are going to want to work with you. If it's going to be hard with you as somebody who maybe has 500 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, to work with somebody who has 100,000 subscribers. Because like I said, it's kind of the money of the YouTube world. Somebody who has that many subs is going to be ask, well, what does this guy bring to the table? He only has 1,000 heads on him when I have 100,000 heads. But at the same time, you can find people of the same level as you, because there's plenty of them. Plenty of channels that have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 subs, 4,000 subs that you can jump into and work with them. And their viewers see you, your viewers see them. It's a way of sharing, and it's one of the best ways to grow your channel. So don't be afraid to work with other YouTubers. And I've done it in the past. It's something I haven't really done recently because of the move, but I will be doing it soon in the next couple months. So it's one of the best ways to grow your channel. Work with other YouTubers. All right. I think that's really the best ways to grow your channel. The last thing I'm going to leave you on is how I feel for sub. I mean, in the idea, if it's just done every once in a while, it's not bad. But if it's the basis of your channel, it's not a good thing. You don't want to build a channel on subbing for subbing. You want people to be interested in what you're doing, and you want people to be watching what you're doing. And sub for subbers don't watch what you're doing. They just want a sub for a sub. So, I mean, like I said, in the sense, if you have thousands of views and you meet a guy on Facebook and you give him a sub and he gives you a sub and it's like, yeah, that's cool. Like, I mean, it is what it is, but you don't want your channel to be based upon it, because if it is, it's going to be hollow. You're not going to get the views when you put out the videos, because all your subs are generic. So, yeah. So in general, don't reaching for subs in my eyes. You want to really get a real sub, because then they're going to have more chance of watching every video, leaving comments, the whole 9 yard, things that really matter in YouTube. All right, guys. Well, I think that's pretty much all of it, man. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, feel free to click one of the links below. It's somewhere around here in this channel. Just click on the subscribe button and you'll be informed when I make new videos, new jams, new tutorials. I'm going to be really exploding the next year. I have big ideas for this channel now that I'm going to be in the same state for the same year, and I'm going to have some form of stability in that, everything that comes with that. So make sure you guys keep an eye up on this channel, and make sure you guys keep active with music and keep creating, because it's super healthy. And I think in this day and age where more and more of us can have home studios and share it with each other, it's an amazing thing. So Until next time, guys, peace out, YouTube. Thanks for watching.